What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be going over a great wide receiver gym workout split that you can do. We're going to give you the exact sets and reps to follow, the exact rest periods to take in between each set, and we're going to give you examples of each specific exercise to do. So I hope this video helps you guys out. Let's get started. Now, also, fellas, if you are a wide receiver and would like to get faster, check out that very first link in the description below where you can get access to 70+ speed and agility drills that will help you improve your overall speed, explosiveness, top speed, get off, 40-yard dash, everything. We give you the exact sets and reps to do for each drill, and we organize the drills into specific categories based on, what it's working on, what it's trying to emphasize, etc. So it's easy for you guys to follow. So check out that very first link in the description below if you guys would like to get faster. Let's get back to this video. All right, guys, we're going to be starting out with just a simple, kind of warm-up exercise that wide receivers can do in the gym to help with their foot strike on their cut. So a lot of times when wide receivers will cut, let's say, for example, they're running a post route, a corner route, an out route where they got to cut off of one foot, they put themselves in a very compromising position because when they cut, they will cut with their heel hitting the ground first and their toe will slap down. And what that will cause to happen is their leg to extend, especially when we have a lot of speed going into the break, and that can put a lot of pressure on my knee, on my hamstring, my ACL, lead to a lot of bad things. And also when you're striking like this, you usually drag the back foot. We're slow out of the break and we don't have any speed out of there, right? So this first drill is going to work on building that muscle memory of the foot strike. And I recommend doing this before every single workout that you do in the gym as a wide receiver. You want to do 2 sets of 30 seconds on each specific leg. So what you're going to do is you're going to need a plate or some kind of platform, if you will. And all you are going to be doing is you're going to not let your heel touch the ground. You are going to jump to the middle of the plate. Again, not letting your heel hit the plate, not being flat-footed. Then you're going to jump back off. And all you're going to do is just do that without your heel hitting the ground. Try to strike the same spot of the plate every single time. Just to, one, loosen up my ankles, work on ankle stability, work on ankle mobility, but that proper foot strike is super necessary for wide receivers. And that's what a lot of the exercises throughout this workout split are going to cover. So that's a great exercise for wide receivers to do. Like I said, I recommend doing about 2 sets of 30 seconds of that on each specific leg. All right, guys, now this first part of this workout plan, other than the warm-up for your ankle and for that foot strike, we're going to be going over a great superset to work on wide receiver leg strength, but specifically wide receiver leg strength that's going to help you when you cut. So one of the mistakes that wide receivers will make, and how this video is going to go down, is I'm going to explain how these drills, or how these exercises, are going to translate to actual on-field things, because that's how wide receivers have to train. You cannot just be training to train. We're not bodybuilders. Again, it's important to build size to be able to absorb hits, and some of you do need to get bigger, but if you're trying to improve your actual performance, these are the type of exercises that we have to do, and you always have to ask yourself the question of why or how. How is this going to help me in an on-field situation? So when wide receivers cut, let's say for example, it's like a comeback route, right? And so you're running downfield and you go to break, but when you cut, that knee goes past your toe, you're bending at your waist, your chest is going over your toe, and you end up breaking like this. Now, a lot of people and a lot of wide receivers will cut like this, and they feel like they're getting low because their chest is falling down, but they're not actually dropping their butt down and sitting down. Guys, you almost want to think of it when you break, you were bringing your chest to your quads. And when you bring your chest to your quad, you have to sit your butt down. But when you sit your butt down, your knee can't go past your toe. So a lot of the exercises that wide receivers should be doing are heel elevated exercises. So what do I mean by that? So the first exercise of this superset, this first kind of workout split, if you will, or workout set, is going to be a superset. That's where you combine 2 exercises back to back. So it's going to be a goblet squat. And I'm going to show you how both of these are going to look full speed. It's a goblet squat where you're holding a dumbbell or a kettlebell. You're going to have your heels elevated on a weighted plate like so. So your heels are elevated because it forces you, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to squat with your knees over your toes. That's not a good position to be in for wide receivers at the top of the break. So that's not how we should squat in the gym. We should focus on sitting back, keeping my toes grounded. Heels are off the ground. Again, like that first exercise that we talked about. And you were sitting your butt down, keeping your shin nice and straight, and you were strengthening the exact part of your leg that needs to be strong when you get into a break at the top of the route. So that's the first exercise. Then you're going to superset it with a heel elevated split squat. So you're going to hold 2 dumbbells. You're going to put 1 foot on the bench like so. And all you're going to be doing is the same deal, but you're going to be doing a split squat. Not allowing the knee to go past the toe to strengthen the exact position that you want to strengthen at the top of the route, or that you're using at the top of the route. So I recommend for the For the goblet squat, I recommend doing about 10 to 12 reps of that, 4 sets. Superset that. That means right after it, go into 8 reps of that split squat with the heel elevated as well. And you should take about a minute to 30 seconds, minute 45 rest in between sets. I'm going to show you how both of these are going to look full speed. All right, guys, so this next exercise we're going to be going over is something called a hang clean. So a hang clean is like an Olympic lift. It's an explosive lift that I think all wide receivers and honestly all football athletes should do, because what do wide receivers all need? Like getting into a break, getting off the line of scrimmage, what do we need? We need speed, we need explosiveness, and you have to have something called fast twitch muscle fibers that are activated in your body while you're doing those types of movements. So what are fast twitch muscle fibers? So every single person on earth has 2 types of muscle fiber. Well, technically 3, but it's mainly fast twitch A and fast twitch B. We don't have to get into that right now, but let's just call it 2. You have fast twitch muscle fibers and slow twitch muscle fibers. So fast twitch fibers are what football players need. Explosion, all out effort. That's essentially what fast twitch means. Slow twitch is what like a soccer player would have, where they're maybe not as explosive, they don't have as much of a burst, maybe they're not as fast, but they have a long distance, they have a long gas tank, right? Now, both, it's not good or bad, but if you're a football player, you want to have more fast twitch than slow twitch because that's the game that we play, especially at the receiver position. Because like, let's say you're running that comeback route, like that example we used before. What are we trying to make the DB think we're doing? Running a fade, right? So I'm running a fade, and to be able to put the brakes on, I got to drop violently into that brake. I have to get to that good posture, chest to quads, like we talked about, and I got to do that quickly. So I need to have some explosion while I do that. So exercises like Olympic lifts are great for wide receivers to do. Okay, so a hang clean is a great exercise. We're going to be doing 5 sets of 5 reps of this, okay? And you want to take about a minute rest in between each set. We're not supersetting this. We're just solely focusing on the hang clean. Make sure we're focused on bar speed, fellas, and we are focused on being as explosive as possible. Don't need to put a ton of weight on this thing. Actually, forget what I said about 5 reps. It's going to be 5 sets of about 8 reps, okay? Because I don't want you guys going super heavy on this, okay? So all we're doing is we're going to be here. You're going to hold this bar, and I'm going to show you how to look full speed in a second. You're going to hold the bar here. All you're going to do is give a slight drop down to where the bar maybe goes like slightly below your knees. You are going to snatch the bar up almost like a shrug, and then you're going to drop underneath it like a front squat and stand straight up. So that shrug and drop is the explosive part of this. You want to get underneath the bar. Now, all of this, again, promotes that explosion, that fast twitch, and that's why I want to incorporate this in this workout split. So again, I'm going to show you how this is going to look full speed. Remember, 5 sets of 8 reps. Focus on moving the bar fast, minute rest in between. All right, guys, so this next workout set that we're going to be doing is another superset, and this is going to be solely focused again on explosion, but most importantly, single leg explosion, and also like kind of some single leg stability, if you will, right? So like whenever you're running a route as a receiver, you're usually cutting off a 1 foot at a certain point. So like, let's say it's a post route, you're breaking off of your outside foot, you're cutting off of 1 foot where you have to be explosive on 1 foot. I need to have enough stability to be able to withstand the force of this cut, and I need to be able to explode to get out of the break. Let's say I'm running a curl route and I'm breaking on the same foot. When I snap down into the break, I am on 1 foot. I need some balance right here. I need some stability and some explosion to be able to drive back to that ball. So that's what these next 2 exercises are going to work on. You're going to be doing 3 sets of 8 reps of this specific movement on each leg. So you're going to go 8 on the left leg, then 8 on the right, and do that for these 2 exercises that we are supersetting. So first exercise is going to be with the medicine ball. You are going to be in a lunge. All you were doing, you're going to be in a lunge right here. Perfect lunge form. Don't let the knee cave in. That's important on this one. And all you're going to do is you're going to take this medicine ball and slam it on the opposite side. And you're going to put it back underneath your legs. Do it again and go 8 reps of that, holding this perfect 90-degree position. Then you're going to go 8 reps on the other side. I'm going to tell you this right now. That one sucks. That's a leg burner, but it's one of the best exercises that I've seen the most benefit that my wide receivers use. Okay, so that's the first one. Then you're going to superset it into 8 reps of a single leg box jump. So all you're going to do is maybe I'm on the right foot. I'm just going to explode up and jump up to the box and do that 8 times on each leg. So I'm going to show you how each one of these is going to look full speed. Again, great explosive superset that you guys can do. Give yourself about a minute 30 in between each set. All right, guys, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to leave those in the comment section below. Hope this workout split is something that you guys could take home with you, do on your own, and actually give you some value out of it, okay? So now also, if you guys would like to get faster and increase those fast twitch muscle fibers and want specific on-field drills to do for that, check out that very first link in the description below. Over 70 plus drills that you guys can do, exact sets and reps, examples of each drill, just like how we did in this video. So again, very first link in that description below. I'll see you guys next time.